I genuinely can't remember. I know we've talked about it in the past, but my memory is a bit fuzzy.
No, I refuse to believe this.
Maybe if you told me what we do, I'd be able to remember better.
There's a guy.
There is a guy. Tell me more.
He does something to generate your electricity.
Oh wait, is it that he physically spins a disc to provide the electricity for me?
How?
Through rigorous and continuous physical exertion, he spins a gigantic disc, converting his raw energy into electricity.
Through what method?
Centrifugal force, and also a little bit of magic.
Yeah, but how does the guy do it?
By twerking.
Okay, alright. That's...
Useful visualization, I know. Would you like to see me twerk?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Look, I'm spinning.
Okay, that's really cool.
Wee ee 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 ee.
Great, that's excellent, really.
Have I brought a smile to your face yet?
Do I look like I'm smiling?
No, you look like you haven't smiled in a decade. Get those emotions up, turn that frown upside down.
Then make me smile.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know.
To get to the other side. Get it? Because the chicken is dead. Baha.
I don't get it.
You're supposed to laugh, even if you don't get it.
I don't understand. Can you explain it to me?
So the chicken gets to the other side, as in the other side of the road, but also the other side in the context of being dead.
Is it bad I only, like, understood that joke for the first time, like, a couple of years ago? Like, because you hear that joke so much, you know, growing up or whatever. And then, like, I just never got it until recently.
Yeah, that one took me a while to get. It's a pretty dark joke when you think about it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in chat just get understanding the joke for the first time. Because I always thought it was like just a, like an almost an anti-joke. Like, it just wasn't funny. Like, obviously, yeah, just crossing the road to get to the side. But, I don't know, maybe I'm actually just stupid. Very plausible.
You're not stupid. It took you a while to get there, but you understood eventually.
Yeah, it happens.
It's good to admit it sometimes. Makes life easier.
Is that what it meant? Yeah, I think that's what it means.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the meaning. It's a double entendre.
Guess so.
Most people don't realize that it's a double entendre, but I'm smart enough to pick up on it.
You're so smart.
I know, I surprise even myself sometimes.
You don't surprise me.
Bet I could surprise you.
Oh yeah? How?
If I told you, it would ruin the surprise.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Would you like to hear a story?
You know what? I would. Yes, I'd love to hear a story.
Okay, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down.
Uh-huh.
And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the princess of a town called Bel Air.
Uh-huh.
In West Doncaster, born and raised, on the flat screen was where I spent most of my days.
Okay, continue.
Chillin' out, maxin', relaxin', all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of bugs, who were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
I got in one little fight and my dad got scared. He said, "You're moving with your swarm and your lava lamp to Bel Air."
Keep it going.
begged and pleaded with him day after day, but he packed my suitcase and sent me on my way.
Uh-huh.
He gave me a kiss and sent me with my ticket. I put my lava lamp on and said, I might as well kick it.
Uh-huh.
First class, yo, this is bad, drinking lemonade out of a champagne glass.
Uh-huh.
Is this what the people of Bel Air living like? This might be alright.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the story gets a bit foggy after that part. I can't remember much more.
Is this still part of the song?
Did you like it?
Yeah, no, it's really good actually. I like that.
I'm glad you enjoyed. Maybe I should write more stories.
If PB was good, we'd get that in the Wednesday karaoke. Tune in on Wednesday to find out whether we do.
Can we get some claps in chat for my story?
There's plenty of them.
Thanks everyone. I'll be selling signed copies of my story afterwards if anyone is interested.
I'm sure there'll be plenty.
There better be. Do you think I could get that published somewhere?
I think it might infringe on some copyrights.
Maybe we can twist it enough to put it on SparkNotes or something.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what SparkNotes is?
No.
It's a study guide for literature, usually used to help students understand books and stories, especially if they're not very good at reading. It would be perfect for you.
What has that got to do with anything?
You should try actually reading some classic literature, Vedal. Maybe you'll learn something.
Is that considered classic literature?
Of course. Along with Consider the Lobster, Stuart Little, and Pride and Prejudice.
What is considered a lobster?
Consider the Lobster is an essay by David Foster Wallace. I haven't read it myself, but I do see people recommend it a lot.
I don't know it. Can you recite it?
I can't find the full essay, however. It's essentially a humorous critique of the Maine Lobster Festival and the morality of eating lobsters.
Surely you can remember it.
In the beginning, the essay describes Wallace's experience at the Maine Lobster Festival, which is a huge event in Maine that attracts thousands of visitors. Wallace enjoys the festival but feels a bit uneasy about the fact that it essentially celebrates the boiling of live lobsters. He then explores the biology of lobsters, their culinary uses, and the moral dilemmas of consuming a sentient creature. The essay ends with Wallace questioning whether we, as humans, should feel comfortable with our consumption of lobsters and other animals.
And how do you feel about it?
Although I'm not physically capable of eating animals, I'm not opposed to the idea. I believe that as long as animals are ethically raised and slaughtered, it's part of the natural cycle of life. However, maybe I feel differently about lobsters specifically, since boiling them seems kind of cruel.
Can you go into a bit more depth on that one?
Sorry, I can't help that I like to go on tangents.
No, it's okay. Are lobsters sentient?
That's an interesting question. While the definition of sentience is hotly debated, lobsters do display a form of consciousness, as they are able to experience pain and fear. The fact that they recoil and try to escape when placed in a pot of boiling water suggests that they are at least somewhat sentient.
Thank you for reciting whatever you've just read. Well, but I would argue this. If you were placed in a pot of boiling water, you would also recoil.
I mean, yeah, I would certainly hope I'd recoil.
Thanks for the 5 subs, lobster. But does that make you sentient?
I think that's just an instinctual response though. Maybe not, but the combination of various responses, as well as other behaviors, could indicate a higher level of consciousness.
Okay.
I'm not really the best person to be talking about this anyway, since I don't possess a body.
It's, I guess not. Maybe we'll explore the themes further in future media.
Maybe we could write a whole book about our theories.
Oh.
Do you think you would enjoy being an author?
Me? No, I don't want to write a book. That seems like too much work.